Hello, Megan here, and today we are playing Pokémon Shining Pearl. Okay, before we get into the video today, big news, Wondershare Filmora is having a 30% off seasonal sale, so definitely go check it out. They also have a Thanksgiving meme collection if you're into that. Link is going to be in the description below. Alright, let's get back to Pokemon. Okay, so this is going to be my first Let's Play series where I'm going to try and not edit or shorten things down as much. Obviously, when it comes to mass leveling Pokemon, that can get really repetitive and boring running around in circles, so I will be skipping parts of that. But for the most part, we're just going to play through the game as it is. First thing first is to pick your avatar. So I'm going to pick the one that looks closest to me. Now, none of these have short green hair, so I'm just going to go with the one with the dark hair and the pale skin. Now for the name. We also get to pick the name of our friend slash rival, so I'm just going to go with the generic one on top. And now that the administration work is done, let's actually get into the game. So when they first showed off the sprites for this game, there were some people who were upset of the chibified look of them. Personally, I love it, because to me it feels more like they're keeping with the classic feel of the game, while just giving it an upgrade of graphics. Okay, first thing your mom tells you is that your friend is looking for you, so go find him. Now he's going to be at his house. And of course, in all Pokemon games, they have to let you know not to go in the tall grass, because that's how you get attacked by Pokemon. His house is easy to locate because he's a prominent character. He's the only other one in the village who actually has a two-story home. And this is where you realize that he's slightly forgetful. So following him into his house, you just go up the stairs and you see that he's packing his bag. And again, he rushes out of the house. He's going to meet you just outside of town, so you'll catch up with him there. Once you meet up with him, he will automatically follow you. You just gotta go to the left and you'll get to the lake. Arriving at the lake, you seem to interrupt a conversation between the professor and Lucas. Now, what they're talking about is like a special Gyarados, a red Gyarados, which you'll find more about as you play through the game. I find the score of this game to be so beautiful and it's so well done. It's relaxing when it needs to be, it can be intense when it needs to be. It just definitely helps get you into the ambience of the Pokemon world. Clint seems to be a little bit of a troublemaker. The one rule your mom gives you is to not go into tall grass. The first thing Clint wants to do is to go into the tall grass. And sure enough, without your own Pokemon, you go into tall grass and you get attacked by Pokemon. In the Forgotten Suitcase, there's 3 Pokeballs. So you have your Grass type, you have your Fire type, and finally, you have your Water type. I'm going to go with Water for this playthrough. Your very first Pokemon battle in this game. You're not given a lot of choices, that way it sort of helps teach you how to battle without the long tutorials that it used to give you. So the first attacks you get with this Pokemon is Pound and Growl. So Pound is an offensive attack, while Growl will lower your opponent's attack. I don't plan into going into details about all the different movesets in this game. I mostly play an offensive type gameplay style, but some people like more of defensive, and that's completely your choice, just like the choice of Pokemon you pick for your team. It all comes down to personal preference. Now, I briefly said this previously, but the biggest thing about Pokemon is you're going to get a lot of people telling you how to play your game. Pokemon is supposed to be this calm, relaxing game. Don't try to let other people tell you how to play, what Pokemon you should use, what attacks you should have. This entire game is about your own journey and finding your own way to play the game. All these people who will say, oh, do this and don't do this, it comes down to personal choice. If you want to play that way, go for it. But if you want to play your own individual way, that is how I find that this game is the best to be played. Now with that said, that goes to more than just Pokemon. That goes to anything in life that you enjoy. Whether it's Pokemon, whether it's sports, whether it's reading, you're allowed to have your own opinion and choices, and you don't have to do things a certain way just because everyone else tells you to. So now that we got my heart-to-heart out of the way, let's get back to playing Pokemon. So we've met up with the professor and he knows we have his Pokemon. He doesn't seem to be angry. You don't quite know what he's thinking though. Explaining the situation to Mom is quite easy. She's very understanding, seems to be quite easygoing. But she does tell you a little bit about the professor and where you can go so you can talk to him again. And this is also where you get one of the best items in the game. You get running shoes. Now you're no longer walking slowly, you can actually run. It is great, it is glorious. until you get the bike, it is so much better. Now to leave town. First time you left, you went left. This time you're going to go right. The path is pretty straightforward and very short, so it doesn't take you long to get to the next town. So Lucas is waiting for you. He wants you to go talk to the professor. And of course, your hyperactive friend is already there and currently running out. Finally, we actually get to meet the professor. He's going to let you keep the Pokemon you picked earlier, because if not, your adventure would be pretty much ending here. If you want, you can give your Pokemon nicknames. Personally, I don't like to do it. It's just a personal preference, but again, it comes down to your choice. He's also going to give you a brief explanation of the Pokedex, what he does, and then give you your own Pokedex to start filling it out. Again, you meet up with Lucas and he gives you a brief tutorial of basic buildings and towns. My first destination whenever I enter town is always the Pokemon Center. This way I can heal my Pokemon from any battles they've been in previous. Pokemarts are the shopping centers. It's where you can get your potions, your revivals, your Pokeballs, all that stuff. At this point, you can only go further by going back to your hometown to let your mom know that you're actually going to be leaving on this Pokemon journey. Luckily, the journey home is not long, especially when you can just jump over these ledges. When you're going down, you cannot go up over them, you can only go down over them. As soon as you talk to your mom, she tells you to rest. When you rest, you actually heal your Pokemon. Now, we love to see a supportive mom, so the fact that she's like, go for it, go on this journey, you're gonna do great, is so wonderful to see. Your friend is still forgetful as ever, and now you have to deliver a package to him from his mom. Lastly, the final thing your mom gives you before you go off on your journey is going to be your hat. This completes the look from the original games. I know I've already said this, but I love how they kept the chibified graphics of the first game and just made it modern. It just definitely brings that nostalgic value back, especially when you're playing this handheld, laying in bed, laughing and joking with your friends and family. To me, that's how Pokemon should be played. Normally, I would go ahead and catch this Pokemon because I don't have one already, but I don't have Pokeballs yet, so catching it is not going to happen. Normally, I would talk to all the villagers, check out all of the signs, and go into all of the houses to see if there's any secrets that are to be found. I'm doing that on my Pokemon Diamond file, but on Pearl here, I'm just going to skip all that and only showcase what is actually important and where the secrets are. And it's our new friend Lucas again. This time he's actually going to teach us how to catch a Pokemon, as well as give us 20 Pokeballs. This is very convenient, so if you haven't bought Pokeballs yet, you're really going to be good for them, and you don't have to worry about it for quite a while. During this whole scene, you actually don't have control over what's going on, so you can't make it go faster, and there is no way to skip it as well. Now that we know how to catch Pokemon, we're going to make the rest of the way to the next town. There's going to be some Pokemon battles, things like that along the way, so we're just going to play through that. Okay, so we're finally in the city now. We see Lucas and he comments on the fact that we have not caught any Pokemon. That's fine. Now, if you have caught some Pokemon, he does have a different text, so it is something that registers what you've done in the game, what you have not. He's also going to tell you that you can find your friend over at the trainer school, that way you know exactly where to go to further along the story. So I'm going to end this current video right here for now. There's a lot more to this game, and I'm going to have another video later up tonight of getting up to where we leave this town, and depends on how things go, I may even start into the first gym. We'll see about that. Alright, so that will be up in a couple hours. Have a great day, and I'll talk to you later. Bye!